All things Randi at RandiRhodes.com.
Go for launch.
Speaking truth to power, the Randi Rhodes Show.
I see Donald Trump talking about the wonderful Hannibal Lecter or whatever weird thing he's on tonight. Well, it's true. These guys are just weird. These are weird people on the other side. That stuff is weird. They come across weird.
A super weird idea from J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's quite weird.
What was weird was him joking about racism today.
It's not just a weird style that he brings. It's that this leads to weird policies.
It's not just weird. It's scary weird.
More extreme, more weird.
It is bizarre. It's weird. It is weird.
On the other side, they're just weird. I mean, they really are.
And some of what he and his running mate are saying, well, it's just plain weird.
And you know why this works? Because this is how people talk. This is really how people talk. I mean, the idea that we have called things bizarre a billion times on this show, that we've called things weird. But you know who came up with it? You know who actually, made it a thing? Is the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. Tim Walz started this, to describe what that party is filled with. And it's a bunch of very weird, creepy, bizarre people who either don't have the capacity to hold facts in their head alongside of their Trump worship, right? Because the two crash into each other and they just have to get rid of one, so they get rid of the truth. Or you have very smart people, like really brilliant people, like Yale educated Elon Musk types who are emotionally dead inside or emotionally crippled. I don't know which it is, with regard to that whole part. But some of them are intellectually unable, and others of them are emotionally unable. And you put those two character traits together, and this is what you get. You get a party of bizarre, creepy, scary people with bizarre, creepy, scary policies. That is, I don't know why anybody expects anything better from the GOP. I'm not sure why anybody expects anything meaningful from the GOP. The GOP knows one thing and one thing only, and that is, they used to only focus on tax cuts for the wealthy, period, right? Now they're into, our uterus. Now they're into me in a way I don't want them in there. Get out, you creepy people, you. But this is good because everybody is, they talk this way. This is a normal way of describing something that is strange, a normal way of describing something that's ugly or cruel, not something eccentric, okay? This is why I bring up Nedorosik. I hope I'm saying his name right. As being quirky or eccentric or a little geeky, like, glasses wearing. This is a very specific kind of a man that a lot of girls like, I'll say the Jeff Goldblum fan club, find very attractive. There's something, unexpected about a Clark Kent type who turns into Superman right in front of your face for 40 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it was breathtaking. It really was awesome. It was incredible. And that I knew the whole world was watching it at the same time. Woohoo, everybody. I loved it.
You know what I really love about it is, I'm a big Mets fan, Bears fan, obviously my Syracuse Athletics. The amount of emotional involvement I have for those teams that I've had my whole life, I capture genuinely in just moments of flipping to the women's rugby or flipping to women's boxing or watching the men's ping pong. It doesn't matter if the USA is.
You watched that? I watched it.
I love it. And if there's an American in it, I have the exact same amount.
Did you see Team China at the? They're calling it table tennis to make it sound sportier than ping pong, but. Did you see the guy from Team China? I mean, the way he looked at that ball, it was a relationship that was formed between them, and it's been going on in an inscrutable manner for years. Oh, my God. And then the serve, pops out of his hand. I'm sorry, it's not a sport. You know what? Women's handball is going to happen, too. It's not a sport. I'm from Brooklyn, played that my whole freaking life, okay? Never thought of it as an Olympic sport, okay? The handball, the paddle ball, no. But it is now, and who cares? I don't care. I mean, it sucks you in. You know why? Because we're thirsty. We're dehydrated of joy. That's what the Kamala thing is all about. That's why everybody is responding to her in this manner. Not only because it's something new. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of us, it's not new. For a lot of us, we've known of her prowess. We've known of her exceptional personality and her sisterhood, and we've known of her intellect and her compassion for a very, very long time, okay? Others are just now starting to orient themselves and meet her, and they're growing to understand all those things are true about her. And they're experiencing a joy. They're experiencing a happiness. They're experiencing an optimism, a sunny, brighter idea of what the future could be. And that is so nourishing. It's just so good for us. It feels so good because we are empty of good feelings. You know, I mean, this is what 8 years, 10 years of crazy has brought into our lives. It's brought a barrenness, a echo chamber of emptiness. Do you know what I mean? Like there's been nothing but fighting and hatred and resentment and grievance and horror and name calling and bullying and now all of a sudden it's like it went so far to the right that it came back around, you know? See, the left did it too. The left boomerang, the left horseshoed, I think is what they call it. But the people who were patient with it, the people who understood that they couldn't become part of it, that they needed to separate and just, you know, watch and make sure it didn't go too far to the right, like right into Christian nationalism, which is where they want to go. I mean, make no mistake about it. This is the goal. When you read, you know, like Project 2025 and you just see, it's not just, listen, it's a transition plan basically that fires about 50,000, swear to God, about 50,000 civil servants. It just fires them. And it replaces them with people who are literally training right now in something called the Presidential Academy, which is a made-up, you know, a fake training camp, okay? Like, I'd rather be in the croquet training camp than that training camp. But they're there, and they're pretending to be training for being the civil servants that will replace the real civil servants. These are people who will take an oath to Trump, not to the Constitution, not to America, not to our flag. They have no patriotism inside of them at all because they are dead inside. You understand that, right? So anyway, when you read this thing, it reads like a transition plan, which basically it is. However, it digs down deep into your life. I mean, in every nook and cranny that is you. They are there. They are in it. They're in your spiritual life. They're in your uterus. They're in your penis. They're in your medicine cabinet. They're in your mailbox. Oh, yeah, it's all there. Comstock Act mailbox. Mifepristone medicine cabinet. Uterus, no abortion. They're in your car. You can't travel while pregnant. I mean, they are in every single nook and cranny of your life. How a libertarian even considers, like Elon Musk's supposed to be a libertarian, how they even consider being affiliated with these people, it's a mind thing. You know, it's like it's a he calls it a mind virus. He would know because he has it. He does. He has mind virus. He has you know, like Project 2025 mind virus. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.